Greetings, YouTube. I was watching a video the other day on George Sprave's channel. He runs the Slingshot channel, and it's probably the most famous slingshot aficionado I can think of in the world. Um, and it was about German self-defense laws, and apparently they have a really strong self-defense series of laws, castle doctrine, defending yourself in case of attack. But he went so far as to say that they even have a policy governing defending your honor. That if someone besmirches your honor, you may retaliate against them for that insult. Now, I actually don't know if that's true. I mean, George is not a lawyer, so this could be anecdotal. I'm hoping maybe my friend Jan can tell me. But thinking about it, the first line that popped into my head was, if you need to use violence to defend your honor, you don't have any. Your honor is perception of yourself within the context of the society you belong to, because honor is subjective. Um, we have some general guidelines of what honor means, and I think they would probably hold true across the planet. And all of them are founded deeply in the social conservatism of the patriarchy, that particularly men must behave certain ways. And if they don't behave certain ways and function within certain guidelines, they show a lack of honor, they are dishonored, they are honorless, etc., etc. But honor is about how you perceive yourself. So if you do something and you perceive it as honorable, how someone else thinks about you is immaterial. Well, when it comes right down to it, other people's opinion about you is immaterial. Unless it's an individual that you personally respect, whose opinion you personally care about. If some stranger doesn't like you, doesn't like the way you look or the way you dress, the way you act, what does that matter? How another person thinks about me or you, like I said, it's material. I'll give you an example of this. I think a lot of people when they're younger, I know I did, have the thought process that people are watching and judging you. I had that particular anxiety-driven position for decades. I hear that many people that don't suffer from anxiety lose that fairly early in life. And they move into the I don't care if other people are judging me, which is also a much healthier position to take. And the really smart, really wise people eventually evolved to the position that people were never judging you. That was all on you. You were judging yourself through the lens of other people. You were afraid other people were judging you. Of course, all the while, everyone around you was afraid that other people were judging them as well. The reality is, we aren't. Not in the way that you think you were being judged. I mean, we all have some level of judgment floating around in our skull. But not the kind of fear that is generated in most people when they think of, oh, I'm going to be embarrassed. Yeah. I can't say I'm free of that, but I've certainly moved solidly through the I don't care stage for the most part. And occasionally I get the inklings and I understand that people were never watching me. That was part of my therapy. Kind of like the way I learned that everyone is foolish, there are no fools. So no one can besmirch your honor. They can try to insult you, and if their words matter because you think that they're important, that might sting. But if some rando insults you or besmirches your honor, who cares? How do they do that? They don't know you. They don't know your motives. They can project onto you what they think you know, think you mean, think you feel, think what you stand for. They can assume they know what your definition of friendship is. Whether you think of a person as an acquaintance or a friend. My definition of friend is pretty narrow. It's broader than it used to be. But for me, a friend is someone I'm willing to kill or die for. And more importantly, now that I've gotten more healthy, someone I'm willing to live for. Because I realize that my place in the universe, in the lives of those that care about me, matters. That I matter. That my honor is my own. And no one can hurt that. Only I can. And I don't need to use violence to achieve that epiphany. I don't have to pointlessly risk my life or my health. I don't have to have street fights. I don't have to pack a gun. I don't have to swear vengeance. It's not even like water off a duck, because that still infers that you're being affected by something. The water on the duck. Those kind of insults just mean nothing. What does it matter? And it sure as shit isn't worth being violent over. My honor is mine. Your honor is yours. That's all that matters. So I'm disconcerted and baffled about the idea of using violence to defend your honor. Why do that?